Welcome to Offrame Productions, and my name is Chris, and today we have a story time, because I was thinking of what I wanted to do, and a friend of mine, Frosted Caribou, a streamer who streams 6 days out of the week, was like, why don't you do a story time? And I was like, okay. Her topic that she gave me was disastrous dates. I'm gonna go ahead and broaden the topic to disastrous people I've dated. Just to be clear, I can count the amount of people I've actually dated on my hand, on a single hand, for the sole purpose of, if I'm dating somebody, I'm gonna want to date them for a long term, or a long period of time. So we may hang out, but I'm not trying to date a lot of people because I don't want to have a long term relationship with that many people. So after my first major girlfriend, I had a period of time where I was going on a long string of dates with people. There was a girl I was dating for a period of time, and we would never hang out anywhere in town, and we would never hang out anywhere aside from my apartment. For a while, things were going well, but the problem was that after a period of time, it got weird. I had to go pick her up late or really early. You know, we would go places. She didn't have a car, and I felt like I was the secret to be kept. I never met any of her friends. I never met any of immediate family. I was the dirty little secret. Well, that's bad. You should not do that. Don't do that to anybody. Because one, as awesome as my confidence is, you know, it can take a hit sometimes. So, yeah. That boiled down to I was actually the secret. I never found out the reason why I was a secret, but apparently she was one of those people that needed to jump from relationship to relationship for human contact as opposed to romantic contact. So that was bad. That was really bad. There was one person I was dating who was actually long-term dating somebody else, and I was the other guy. So I was a dirty little secret, and then I was the other guy. Yeah, that was fun. Then there was one after that where things were going well, her and I were doing fine, and then I personally pushing the boundaries of, like, I was rushing in too far. Like, we were fine, we got along well, but after a string of, you know, bad relationships, and she told me straight to my face, she's like, no, you are really eager, like you have to slow down, and that was the last I saw of her. After that, I was like, you know what? She was correct. I was in a long-term relationship. It ended. I dated a few people, and then those were horrible. I was the dirty little secret. I was the other guy, and then I was that guy. I was super eager. I was super pushy. I was super whatever. You know, and thinking back on it is like, I can't believe how bad it was. So I pretty much stopped dating for a while, and then time passed, and then I met this other girl. She was cool. We hit it off well, and I got to the point I was like thinking to myself, is like, you know what? I would like to date her. Long term. I would see how this goes. And I asked her one day, it was like, would you like to go out on a romantic relationship? Because we were friends, we'd hung out, we had done some stuff, we got food together, and I was like, would you like to go out on a romantic relationship? And she told me that day, whatever we are, I can't think about that because I want to finish school. I want to focus on school, and then I'll worry about dating. And then I stood there for a second. I was like, okay. I laid that down on the table, but I still want to be friends with you. You know, even though I had thoughts of you know, romantic stuff. If you're not down for that, you're simply not down for that. I still want to be friends with you. And this wasn't like a caveat, like, and then maybe in the future we can date. No, this was, okay, you don't want a romantic relationship, but you and I are still get along well. we're still friends, I would still love to be friends with you. Every thought in my mind of a romantic relationship with this girl was stricken from my brain. We stayed friends for an even longer period of time, and there were other people that I dated. Nothing too serious, because nothing continued onwards. Nothing grew out of any of the other girls that came about. And after a period of time, this girl, who I was still friends with, we were just dating. We were hanging out one day, and it had been like 2-3 years at this point that I had met this girl. And we were like really good friends. We were like close friends. And I'm there, and I look over to her, and I was like, I know you and I are friends. And I know this actually might cause a rift in what we have. But I would like to ask you again if you want to go on a date. And again, she tells me, look, I want to finish school, because at this point, apparently when I asked her, she had just started college, and now she was nearing the end of college. So she tells me, I don't want to date while I'm in college. And I was like, okay. But she turns to me and says, but when I'm done, I would like to go on a date. In my head, I was like, yes. In actual person, I was like, yes. And then she finished school, and to this day, we're actually still dating. Now, for the more observant listeners, this person you may know this person. Her name is Christy. She is also on this channel. She is a butt. She is the one who does the Splatoon, the Odin Sphere, and a few of the other videos. She is also an artist when she actually decides to draw something that I can use for the YouTube channel. And we've been dating for a while. So yeah, it started with bad, ended with where I'm at right now, and then whatever happens. If there's anything I can say out of all of this, when it comes to dating advice, it would simply be this. If you wish to date somebody, be honest and say why you want to date them. And if you are friends with somebody, lay it on the table saying, look, I would like to romantically date you, but I would still prefer to be friends with you before I date you. If I had just stopped being friends completely with Christy, that would have been a thing. So many people say you cannot be friends with a female for various reasons. Well, that is dumb. I can tell you this, however, you can be friends with whoever the fuck you want. If something comes out of that, go for it. It is better to try than to never try. Anyways, that is my time today. This has been Storytime with Chris, where I have a story and I take time out of your busy day and talk for a while about that stuff. Yay! I'll see you guys tomorrow, because I do more updates tomorrow and throughout the week. Later.